So with your breath, set it at the navel and just follow it. And focus your attention at the navel and feel your breath there. Feel that breath taking the body. And then focus is still at the navel here. You're focusing the attention there, right at the point of the umbilical cord detachment. Allow it to settle in. It becomes automatic now. And you can observe this from the point between the two hemispheres in the brain. You can visualize all the way down and you start to have a control center up here. You understand this is a biochemical neuron-based system we're working with here, so there's a lot of little details to this. You have to be kind of pay attention to, I think, if you're going to find a valid neural pathway here that can be somewhat sustained, in the larger reaches of this expansive consciousness that we're trying to at least get some kind of basis on. Back to the breath, navel, long and deep. Has to be self-hypnotic, has to be set back into the body, almost a fluid motion here. From that control panel between the two hemispheres, pituitary pineal connection, entire endocrine system becomes biochemically under your control now. Theoretically, if you could talk to this neural connection that stimulates the neurotransmitters, theoretically, if you had a pathway of triggering those through some kind of memory field perhaps, that would allow you to relax into that state of consciousness and then experiment with that. Find ways through your breath now, because remember, you have to stabilize this biology part of this with the psychological, neurological model you're trying to create. It has to be, so the breath has to be stable at all times. And that ties into the heart rate, that ties into everything. You can just fall back into your breath. From this point of watching yourself now, stabilizing the breath again, making sure that's there, you can start to create what I call a neural loop with yourself. In other words, you start to examine yourself in all possible ways. And that means, not only the image of the self, but the conditioned mind that created the image of itself and the coding and all of the, hierarchy of evolution that it took to create this particular form of consciousness in this time and space. So I'm trying to, how to get a glimpse of that. So that's my primal motive here, is to just really keep examining this, and from different, not only intellectual perspectives, but energetic, Kundalini manifestation perspectives, sociological perspective. I mean, how do you get a intelligence about this? And you have to get intelligence about yourself before you can make an evaluation of anything else, right? So that's the big deal here. So this has to be a complete and probably ongoing evaluation at all times. That self-writing system that examines itself and says, and observes. And there's a faith in that, right? Maybe that's the clue. That self-writing system that continually realigns us with the 1,000-petal lotus, the connection with the earth. So now.